Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take a look at Zbec, because we can see that today especially we have got drastic price action which is pushing the price of Zbec towards the downside here. But the last video that I was making here on Zbec, I think it was 3 weeks ago or maybe even a month, I was flirting with the idea that look, the support for Zbec would come to like 2 levels, the one on top as you can see there and the one below here. I will talk more into detail about these ones because I have them already demarcated from, as you can see. So whilst we were at the top here for Zbec, I was anticipating some kind of a pullback because I was looking for, you know, somewhat of an Elliott wave count. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 towards the upside here with the 5th wave. So I believe still that we're going to be pushing higher with Zbec. I don't believe that the rally for Zbec is done. I was posting a few moments ago, you know, a bullish statement on Zbec, but now because the price has been dropping very much towards the downside, I had a lot of people saying that it's a scam. I'm like, okay, so now it's a scam because the price is coming down. But just a month ago, it was actually the best thing ever since sliced bread. So, you know, it is what it is. It's market sentiment. But I want to just be going exactly the opposite direction of where, you know, most market participants are here with Zbec. I can see that it's approaching a support level. As you can see here, I will talk about, you know, specifics right now. This is right around 0.0024, I would say. And look, we're just a hair shy of that. So between today and the next 3-4 days, I expect that the price would just, you know, be touching or kissing this level here. It doesn't necessarily have to dip all the way down here to maybe to something like 0.002, because I think that generally speaking, the rest of the, you know, crypto market, meaning the altcoins, are looking for, you know, pushes towards the upside. I don't see a scenario in which Zbec is going to be left. So whatever is going to be happening here, this drawdown on Zbec is going to be something that ends pretty much quickly. As you can see, we are approaching a support that we even talked about like a month ago. You can see this video. Unfortunately, it was like watched by only 250 people when my normal Zbec videos are watched like about 2,000, 1.5, you know, thousand people get to watch those videos. But it's unfortunate. It is what it is. Whatever the case may be, I think the game plan has already been there for Zbec to say, look, there are 2 potential buy orders. The one on top here, which was the previous all-time high, as you can see here. Then, of course, this was always going to be back tested, because remember, when we were, you know, below these levels here, what we were looking for here for Zbec was to complete this wake of accumulation pattern here. You wake of accumulate and then you break out of that whole thing. But, you know, usually you get to backtest this break of the range, and then you even push yourself way higher than, you know, what you are seeing right there. So for Zbec, still, I'm very much bullish. Again, let me just not complicate things here and show you what my thoughts are in terms of like the Elliott wave theory. So we're looking at wave 1 here from the very bottom of the chart, wave 2, which was like very much brief. This is wave 3. This is wave 4. Actually, just as a pro tip, usually when you have got a short wave 2 here, it means that you're usually going to be having a drawn out 4th wave, which we see exactly happen here with Zbec. So we're looking for a 5th wave that takes the price higher than this level here. It was at right around 0.07, I would say, for Zbec. So for now, what we are looking for is the extension part in which we see Zbec going to set a new all-time high. And for that, we are looking at the top of the range right there until the very bottom. And you can see that we are looking for a Fibonacci extension level, which is right around 1.3, 1.4 cents here for Zbec. So if I'm to put this into percentage terms from where the price is sitting, or at least from the main support level here, I'll be anticipating something like a 600% here from Zbec. So this is my game plan, and I think it's something that is very much realistic and very much achievable as well. I know in this moment that people are thinking that this whole thing is a scam because the price has actually dropped down something like what, about a 70%, but we have seen this time and again. That's why when I was, you know, looking at this analysis here, I was saying that in this market, please just never say never. Things will surprise you. And who could have imagined that, you know, a minus 70% would come from something that had already pumped something like a 10x or something like that. But this is exactly what this market is all about. I'm still maintaining my bullish stance. I think whatever is happening here doesn't mean that the whole thing is a scam or anything like that. It just means that the fourth wave is about to be over. We're heading into a support level and we're looking for, a stronger push towards the upside here for Zbec. So that's what my stance is, and I'm going to be looking for positions, meaning long positions to enter that. And as soon as we see some bottoming signs, I think we're off to the races here for Zbec. I mean, looking elsewhere in the market, we're looking at the macro conditions, and we have something that I am actually liking myself. I'm looking at Ethereum pretty much holding stable over the whole weekend. We've got inflows from the ETFs coming in strong. Bitcoin wasn't doing any shenanigans or anything like that. I think the market actually held itself pretty well, especially this weekend and Friday, because the US stock market was not open, and usually in these situations we see like low liquidity in the markets and we see things falling down very much quickly. I mean, with the exception of Zbec, I think that the other altcoins have actually done well, but even for Zbec, this is a technical move that you always anticipate every now and then. So I think everything is still looking okay for now. And I'm expecting a phase in which, the rest of the market actually goes on to do really well, meaning an altcoin season. Yes, I know that also that is a broken record. Everybody has been talking about it, but as of now, it hasn't happened. But it doesn't mean that it will never happen, right? It means that, yes, maybe people can be wrong in trying to time something, but eventually it will play out. So fantastic setup here for Zbec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves towards the upside, and that's it for now. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye bye.